little training, saying hi. So put your hands together for Nicolas. A lot of people ask us, where's a good place to sit if you don't want to get splashed? Just so you know, that's not it, right over there. I still hear the screams. Alright, well, Nicolas is going to be working with his trainer, Julie. Hi, Julie. And John. And they're going to be showing you guys how we work with our dolphins, how we do training, how we take care of them. And Nicolas is a rescued and rehabilitated dolphin. Now, all 4 of the dolphins that we have here are rescued and rehabilitated, and were not eligible to be released back out into the wild. Now, in Nicolas's case, his situation is a little bit different from Winter's. How many of you are familiar with Winter's story? Okay, you guys saw the movie Dolphin Tale?
Yeah!
Alright, well, Nicolas was actually in Dolphin Tale. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second, but Nicolas and Winter's stories are a little different, although they were both very young when they arrived at the aquarium. Now, when we have orphans who arrive, or animals whose parents pass away, as is the case with Nicolas, his mother passed away after they arrived at the aquarium, they have not learned the survival skills they need to be successful. In those cases, we will keep them here at the aquarium. In Winter's case, she's not only missing that tail, but she is also lacking those survival skills. So double whammy for her. So that is why she is a permanent resident. Now we're going to show you a little bit of the care we give to the dolphins. What we do is we ask the dolphins to cooperate with their care. We'll ask them to do things using hand signals. You saw Julie kind of lead Nicolas out. She wanted to look at his back. Now she's asking him to look real handsome. Yes, indeed, he is very handsome. And when he does that right, we are going to let him know he's doing a good job by blowing that whistle. And then, what else? Yeah, don't look, that's cheating. Yeah, she's going to give him some fish to let him know you did a really good job, and we're going to reward that good behavior. Now, we're not just going to give him fish. We're going to give him other things. Because what if he's not hungry? What if he just ate a bunch of fish? We might give him what you see right here. This is a toy. We've got some straps attached to some PVC. It's something fun that he can drag around in the pool. Push down, sink down, fill with water, whatever he wants to do, however he wants to interact with that toy. That is something else we would give him as a reward, because behavior that is rewarded is repeated, and we need them to do these things in the future. We're going to need to be able to look over his body, to do training with him, so that we can take care of him. Now, just like people, dolphins have a doctor, of course. We have a veterinarian that works with us. And sometimes we need to do things like draw blood, look over their bodies, look inside their mouths, and we call those things husbandry. We're going to show you an example of husbandry in just a little bit. But it's a lot easier with husbandry, or medical management, if the animal cooperates with us. So instead of opening up his mouth and forcing it open, we can actually ask him to open his mouth and take a look inside. And when he does it correctly, he's going to get some of that fish that we just talked about. You see him getting right now. And then he'll be more likely to open his mouth in the future. Say, for example, the veterinarian came and wanted to check his teeth. Make sure everything looks good. So we're going to also be doing some training. You're going to see training in the process as it happens. At other facilities, you might see the end result. You might see some of the shows. But we're going to show you how we train something new. Oh, and snuggles and pet downs are also a reinforcer. It's also reinforcing for the trainers. We get to snuggle with very handsome Nicolas.
Not yet, not yet.
All right, so we have a ball attached to a fire hose. What we're doing is we're teaching Nicolas to hit it with his tail. Let's see how he does.
Just leave it, just leave it.
That was Nicolas's little flare that he added. He likes to
case you get splashed, buddy.
Nicolas? You feeling pretty good today? So we have this lovely ball attached to the fire hose, and we have it on the fire hose so we can pull it back because we're still teaching him what to do. But what you saw happen was he hit it with his tail flukes. That's the area that Winter is missing. When he did that correctly, we blew the whistle and we rewarded him, and now we moved on. We want to make sure that we end on that high note and that Nicolas has that memory of the ball flick being a very positive thing. So now we're going to change gears a little bit and show you, like I mentioned, how we do some other kinds of training, how we take care of them. Now what Julie has in her hand is what's called a hydration tube. Can we get a look at that? That's lovely. Very nice. Thank you, Julie. That is the hydration tube. This is very important. Now dolphins get their water from the fish that they eat. So it's called metabolic or preformed water. That's just a bunch of fancy stuff. You don't have to worry about that. But what it means is the hydration they need comes from their fish, and so they get it out there in the ocean when they're hunting. Now here's a working animal hospital. We like to practice giving them extra water in case they were to become ill and need it. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice putting this tube down as though we were going to do water or hydration. And they do not have a gag reflex, so this isn't going to feel like it would for us. When he does a good job, we're going to blow that whistle, and we're all going to cheer really loud for him, right? Going to make a lot of noise, because this is really important. Now what we're looking for is for him to be nice and calm. If he's wiggling, if he's moving around, if he pulls out, we're not going to reward him. We're looking for that very calm behavior. Oh, he did it! He did it! He is very, very good at that. And now he's going to get something really tasty. Now eventually, of course, we won't stop there. We'll start adding water to practice. That's very important as well. And by doing that, we can give them a little extra water if we need to, and it's practice so that it's not scary in case we actually need to do it.
Cannonball with you. 1, 2, 3.